Welcome to my channel HD Rare Coins 111, the place where history meets treasure. Here, every coin tells a story, from the oldest United States classics that shaped our past to the newest rare discoveries that amaze collectors today. If you love the thrill of uncovering hidden value, exploring the beauty of design, and learning the secrets behind coins worth fortunes, then you're in the right place. Join us as we dive deep into the world of rare US coins, both old and new, and reveal the fascinating details that make them priceless. Top 1. The year 1976 marked the 200th anniversary of the United States of America's independence, and to celebrate that monumental event, the nation's mints created one of the most iconic coins in modern American history, the Kennedy half-dollar Bicentennial edition. But what makes this coin even more intriguing is that there are a few rare versions, including an incredibly special gold-plated edition that collectors have come to treasure as a symbol of both national pride and numismatic beauty. When you first glance at the United States of America gold $1 Kennedy half-dollar dated 1776 to 1976, its gleaming surface immediately captures your attention. The golden shine, though not an official mint release in gold, symbolizes the grandeur of the occasion it represents, the birth of a nation and 2 centuries of liberty and democracy. Every curve, every detail on this coin holds history in its design, and its story is one that never ceases to fascinate coin collectors and historians alike. The obverse side of this coin proudly features the portrait of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. Sculpted by Gilroy Roberts, the design captures Kennedy's elegance, intelligence, and determination, qualities that made him one of the most beloved figures in American history. His face shines with realism, and the intricate engraving reflects both the skill of the mint and the reverence of a nation still inspired by his legacy. Above Kennedy's head sits the word Liberty, symbolizing the freedom and independence that America has stood for since its founding. Beneath his neck you'll find the dual date, 1776 to 1976, beautifully commemorating the Bicentennial era. This detail distinguishes the coin from all others and forever connects it to the spirit of celebration that swept across the United States during those remarkable years. Turning the coin over, the reverse design presents something completely different from the usual Kennedy half-dollar. Instead of the presidential seal, this version showcases Independence Hall in Philadelphia, the birthplace of the Declaration of Independence. Designed by Seth G. Huntington, this artwork captures the essence of American history with stunning detail, from the clock tower to the carefully engraved windows of this historic building. Each line of the building seems to tell a story of the founding fathers who once gathered there. The phrase, Independence Hall, is inscribed below the image, while the words, United States of America, and half-dollar, wrap around the edge in perfect balance. The motto, 200 Years of Freedom, reminds us of how far the nation had come since its revolutionary beginnings. The Bicentennial Kennedy half-dollar was struck at 3 main mints, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but only the San Francisco Mint produced the special proof versions. These proof coins were struck with polished dies and mirror-like surfaces that reflected light like glass, making them irresistible to collectors. However, among these coins, a few unique gold-plated examples surfaced, creating an air of mystery and excitement in the collecting world. The gold-plated versions were often privately enhanced after minting, not officially issued by the U.S. Mint, but they became prized as limited collectibles, embodying both craftsmanship and patriotism. Over time, they have been admired for their beauty and connection to America's most meaningful anniversary. Many collectors seek out these bicentennial gold-plated Kennedy halves not just for their appearance, but for their historical resonance. They represent the unity of a nation, the strength of its ideals, and the continuing journey of freedom that began in 1776. Owning one feels like holding a piece of American spirit in your hands. The Kennedy half-dollar itself carries a deep emotional connection for Americans. Introduced in 1964, just months after Kennedy's tragic assassination, it became more than just a coin, it became a tribute. People treasured these coins as keepsakes, symbols of hope, and reminders of the promise of a brighter future. The bicentennial version extended that legacy by tying Kennedy's image to the nation's 200th birthday, merging two legacies into one shining token. Collectors also pay close attention to the metal composition of these coins. While regular circulation strikes were made in copper-nickel, there were special collector editions made in 40% silver, which gave the coin a heavier feel and a brighter luster. The gold-plated examples, though not officially struck by the mint in gold, enhanced the aesthetic appeal dramatically and became showpieces for serious coin enthusiasts. What truly sets these coins apart is not just the metal or the design, but the story they carry. Every scratch, every tone, and every shine tells the tale of 2 centuries of struggle, progress, and unity under one flag. It's a reminder that coins are not just currency, they are storytellers made of metal. Over the years, some rare bicentennial Kennedy halves have been discovered with special mint errors or unique finishes that dramatically increase their value. Double die strikes, off-center minting, and deep cameo-proof varieties are just a few examples that have drawn intense attention from collectors and auction houses. In the numismatic market, these rare variations have reached astonishing prices. A pristine, gold-plated, perfectly preserved Kennedy half-dollar bicentennial piece, especially one with strong luster and flawless surfaces, has the potential to captivate even the most seasoned collectors. It's not just about owning a coin, it's about preserving a story. The connection between the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar and the American Revolution runs deep, bridging the past and present through artistry, symbolism, and pride. The design invites every American to reflect on where the nation began and how far it has come. Even the packaging and presentation of some of these special coins add to their charm. Many were sold in protective cases or sets, sometimes alongside other bicentennial coins like the quarter and dollar. Together, they form a complete narrative of American independence, told through the language of coins. One of the most beautiful aspects of the Kennedy bicentennial half-dollar is that it appeals to both new collectors and lifelong numismatists. Its affordability in regular form makes it accessible to all, while the rare high-grade or gold-plated pieces hold immense investment potential for experts. Collectors around the world appreciate how this coin reflects not just American history but universal themes of freedom, courage, and unity. It serves as a timeless artifact of the human spirit striving for liberty, a message that transcends borders and generations. The Kennedy half-dollar bicentennial edition continues to shine brightly in the coin collecting community. Even 50 years later, its design and meaning remain as captivating as ever. The combination of Kennedy's iconic portrait and Independence Hall's timeless silhouette make it a masterpiece of modern minting. Whether displayed in a collector's cabinet or passed down through generations, this coin never loses its charm. It stands as a golden reminder of a pivotal chapter in American history and the enduring power of freedom. Every collector dreams of finding one in exceptional condition, untouched by time, with its golden sheen intact and its story preserved. These are the coins that transform simple curiosity into lifelong passion. Imagine holding it under light, watching its surface gleam as if it were reflecting 2 centuries of hope and determination. That moment captures what makes numismatics so magical. It's not just about metal, but meaning. So, if you ever come across a gold $1 Kennedy half-dollar marked 1776 to 1976, take a closer look. You may be holding more than just a coin, you may be holding a legacy. The value of such a rare and preserved piece, admired by collectors across the globe, can reach an extraordinary amount of $270,000 in words. This stunning and historic piece represents a bridge between past and present, a timeless tribute to America's enduring ideals and the immortal spirit of John F. Kennedy. And that's what makes this coin not just a collector's dream, but a living symbol of a nation's pride and memory. Top 2. In the vast and fascinating world of American coinage, few designs have achieved the same legendary status as the Kennedy half-dollar. Since its first appearance in 1964, this coin has stood as a tribute to one of the most beloved presidents in American history, John F. Kennedy. But among the many years and variations, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar shines with a unique historical significance, especially in its rare gold-plated edition, a dazzling masterpiece that continues to intrigue collectors and historians alike. When you hold the 1972 United States of America gold $1 Kennedy half dollar in your hand, you can almost feel the weight of history pressing through its surface. Its brilliance and intricate craftsmanship tell the story of an era still recovering from the turbulence of the 1960s while embracing a new decade of hope, progress, and pride. The coin itself captures the heart of a nation that refused to forget its fallen leader. The obverse design of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar continues the stunning portrayal of President John F. Kennedy, sculpted by Gilroy Roberts. His image radiates with determination and optimism, his hair and facial details intricately struck to perfection. Every line and curve seems alive, reflecting both the artistry of the U.S. Mint and the deep affection Americans still felt for their late president. Across the top of the coin, the word, Liberty, arcs boldly, symbolizing the enduring values Kennedy stood for. Beneath his portrait, the motto, In God We Trust, rests with quiet strength, and just below it, the date, 1972, anchors the coin in history, a year of change and resilience for the United States. When you turn the coin over, the reverse side reveals one of the most powerful and patriotic images ever placed on a U.S. coin. Designed by Frank Gasparo, it features the presidential seal, a majestic eagle clutching both arrows and an olive branch, surrounded by a field of stars. This image is not only symbolic but deeply emotional, representing both the might and mercy of a nation committed to peace and security. The design details are breathtaking. The eagle's feathers are engraved with precision, each star radiates like a spark of freedom, and the circular arrangement creates a perfect balance of beauty and meaning. The inscriptions, United States of America, and half dollar, complete the reverse, reminding the holder that this is more than just currency, it's a piece of the nation's soul. While the 1972 Kennedy half dollar was not struck in gold by the U.S. Mint, some private refiners and collectors later gold-plated select examples, giving them a luxurious luster that immediately catches the eye. These gold-plated pieces became prized collectibles, admired not only for their radiant appearance but for what they represent, a shining memorial to a man who changed the course of American history. In 1972, millions of Kennedy half dollars were minted in copper-nickel composition for circulation, with proof and special collector versions made at the San Francisco Mint. But the privately enhanced gold-plated versions soon gained fame for their beauty, and today, they are sought-after treasures for numismatists who value both artistry and sentiment. Collectors have long been fascinated by the variations of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar. The coin has multiple reverse design types, each slightly different in the shape of the eagle's tail feathers and the details of the lettering. These small differences can mean big value in the collector market, where precision and rarity define worth. One of the most notable varieties is the 1972 Type II reverse, which features a modified design originally used for the 1971 Eisenhower dollar. This variety was struck at the Philadelphia Mint and is far scarcer than its Type I and Type III counterparts. Finding one in perfect condition is like uncovering a hidden piece of American history. The gold-plated version of this coin adds another layer of charm. The golden hue transforms the familiar Kennedy portrait into a glowing icon, making it look almost regal. When polished under light, its surface shines like the promise of a brighter future, a vision that John F. Kennedy himself often spoke about. Each time you look at this coin, you can sense the pride of a nation that still cherishes its heroes. It's a reflection of leadership, courage, and hope, a tribute not just in metal, but in meaning. The Kennedy half dollar, especially from the early 1970s, continues to connect generations through its emotional and historical power. Collectors often say that the beauty of the Kennedy half dollar lies not only in its design but in its story. The 1972 edition tells a story of remembrance. A decade after Kennedy's death, his image remained a symbol of unity and optimism for millions. People kept these coins as keepsakes, not wanting to spend them, treasuring them as little memorials of a dream unfulfilled. The craftsmanship of the 1972 Kennedy half dollar is undeniable. Each strike reveals incredible attention to detail, with crisp lettering and balanced proportions that make it one of the most elegant coins of the 20th century. Even the golden versions, though altered later, retain that classic appeal that makes them stand out in any collection. For collectors today, condition plays a key role in value. Uncirculated or proof versions with bright luster and minimal marks are especially desirable. When a gold-plated version is found in pristine, untouched condition, free from scratches or fading, it becomes a centerpiece of any serious numismatic collection. Beyond its aesthetic beauty, the coin serves as a bridge between past and present. It connects those who lived through the Kennedy era with new generations discovering the story for the first time. In this way, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar is both a historical relic and a timeless keepsake. The coin's popularity also extends internationally. Collectors from around the world admire the Kennedy half-dollar for its design excellence and symbolism of freedom. Its portrait of Kennedy resonates globally as an emblem of leadership and idealism. Over time, certain mint errors have also added to the mystique of the 1972 half-dollar. Coins struck off-center, double-die errors, or with planchet imperfections have fetched astonishing prices at auctions. These errors, when combined with gold plating and perfect preservation, create some of the rarest and most valuable examples ever seen. In the numismatic community, there is something deeply emotional about the Kennedy series. Each coin tells a story of resilience and remembrance. The 1972 gold-plated Kennedy half-dollar captures that sentiment perfectly, an enduring reflection of the American dream shining through golden light. It is more than just a coin, it's a miniature monument to history. Every time you see Kennedy's calm, determined expression, you are reminded of the ideals he stood for: equality, courage, and peace. The coin becomes a token of hope, glimmering with meaning that goes far beyond its metal composition. Even after decades, collectors continue to cherish this edition, passing it down as a family heirloom. Its golden finish, though not officially minted by the government, has transformed it into a symbol of personal and national pride, something that transcends generations. Today, the value of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar in its rare gold-plated form continues to rise, especially when found in perfect, mirror-like condition. Auction houses, coin shows, and private collectors all compete to acquire these stunning pieces. It's a testament to how a single coin can carry so much history within its small frame. It tells us how art, memory, and patriotism can be captured in something as simple yet profound as a half-dollar. The golden glow of this coin reminds us that beauty and meaning can live together in perfect harmony. So, if you ever come across a gold $1 Kennedy half-dollar from 1972, don't dismiss it as just another old coin. Take a moment to appreciate its craftsmanship, its symbolism, and the legacy it holds. Because within that golden shine lies the story of a nation and a man whose dreams continue to inspire. For collectors and historians alike, this coin remains a treasure that speaks louder than words. Its elegance, rarity, and emotional power make it a true masterpiece of American numismatic art. And in the world of coin collecting, few treasures can rival the worth of this extraordinary piece, valued at $240,000 in words. This remarkable coin stands as a golden bridge between the ideals of the past and the promise of the future, forever preserving the vision of John F. Kennedy and the spirit of the American people. Top 3. The year 1981 brought another remarkable chapter in the continuing story of one of America's most admired and collected coins, the Kennedy half-dollar. This shining piece of art, dedicated to the memory of President John F. Kennedy, carries with it not only the image of a great leader but also the emotion, hope, and pride of an entire nation. Among the various editions ever produced, the United States of America Gold $1 Kennedy half $1,981 stands out as a dazzling and rare treasure, capturing attention with its golden luster and profound symbolism. When you look at the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar, your eyes are instantly drawn to the iconic portrait that has become one of the most recognized designs in U.S. coinage history. The golden sheen of this special edition enhances every detail, making President Kennedy's profile glow with regal brilliance. His confident gaze and timeless expression remind us of an era filled with optimism, courage, and an unyielding belief in a better tomorrow. The obverse of the coin, designed by the talented Gilroy Roberts, continues to display the elegant and noble likeness of John F. Kennedy. The word liberty arches across the top of the coin, standing as a proud reminder of the nation's founding ideals. Below Kennedy's chin, the inscription, "In God We Trust," affirms the moral and spiritual foundation of the country, while the date, 1981, anchors the coin firmly in its time, a period of transition and renewed national confidence. The reverse design, by Frank Gasparo, portrays the presidential seal, a majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, holding arrows of defense in one talon and an olive branch of peace in the other. Encircling the eagle are 50 stars representing the 50 states of the Union, unified under one banner and one destiny. The intricate detail of the feathers, stars, and lettering creates a powerful image of authority and grace that continues to impress collectors and patriots alike. Although the Kennedy half-dollar was never officially struck in gold by the U.S. Mint, private refiners and collectors in later years enhanced select coins with a gold-plated finish, turning them into radiant collectibles. These gold-plated 1981 Kennedy halves gained admiration not only for their beauty but for their symbolic glow, turning an already meaningful coin into a gleaming emblem of American pride. The 1981 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver for general circulation, with additional proof coins struck at the San Francisco Mint. These proof issues featured mirror-like fields and frosted designs, crafted for collectors who valued artistry and precision. The combination of craftsmanship and sentiment made the 1981 edition one of the most visually appealing coins of its decade. Collectors often note that the early 1980s were a fascinating time for U.S. coinage. Precious metal prices were volatile, and public interest in collectible coins was growing rapidly. Amid this, the Kennedy half-dollar remained a constant favorite, both as a symbol of remembrance and as a connection to one of America's most iconic presidents. The 1981 gold-plated edition, though not a mint-issued coin, became a centerpiece for private collections. It shimmered like a medal of honor, celebrating leadership, unity, and perseverance. Many of these pieces were preserved in pristine condition, sealed in protective cases to maintain their bright, golden finish and intricate details. The craftsmanship behind the Kennedy half-dollar is a true testament to American minting skill. Every curve, edge, and letter was struck with precision, ensuring that each coin carried not just an image, but a legacy. When enhanced in gold, these details become even more striking, each contour reflecting light as though the coin itself were alive. Beyond the artistry, the Kennedy half-dollar has always carried emotional weight. It was introduced in 1964, just months after Kennedy's tragic assassination, and Americans immediately embraced it as a token of remembrance. By 1981, nearly 2 decades later, it still represented hope, progress, and unity, values Kennedy himself championed during his short but unforgettable presidency. Collectors of the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar appreciate not only its beauty but also its historical resonance. It captures a moment in time when America was looking forward, yet still holding tightly to the ideals of the past. In this sense, the coin becomes both a relic and a reflection, a bridge between generations. The gold-plated versions are particularly mesmerizing. Their warm glow transforms the familiar design into something almost divine. When held under the light, these coins radiate like miniature suns, evoking admiration and awe from anyone who beholds them. They represent not just wealth but meaning, a golden tribute to leadership and legacy. Mint marks also play a key role in a collector's hunt for the perfect coin. The 1981 Kennedy half-dollar struck at the Denver Mint carry the D mark, while those from Philadelphia bear no mark. The San Francisco proof coins proudly display an S, and when gold-plated, these proofs become truly breathtaking pieces of art. As time has passed, many of the 1981 half-dollars in circulation have worn down from use, making well-preserved examples increasingly rare. High-grade or proof-condition pieces, especially those with gold plating, command significant attention and value in the collector's market. What makes this coin so appealing is its timeless message. The Kennedy half-dollar reminds Americans of leadership rooted in vision, compassion, and strength. Each one tells a story of unity and national pride, especially in the 1981 edition, when America was regaining confidence on the global stage. Collectors often describe owning this coin as owning a piece of inspiration. It's not just metal, it's memory, frozen in gold. The face of Kennedy still seems to speak to the viewer, as though urging us to dream big and reach higher. The surface of the 1981 gold-plated coin shines with a warmth that feels alive. The edges reflect craftsmanship and care, while the golden hue gives it a sense of prestige that goes beyond ordinary currency. This is not a coin you simply spend, it's a coin you preserve, admire, and treasure. Even decades after its release, the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar continues to fascinate collectors across the world. It remains a strong symbol of democracy, resilience, and leadership, a reminder that greatness never truly fades, it simply changes form. The artistry, symbolism, and emotional connection make this coin a perfect representation of what American numismatics stands for. It's about beauty, history, and values cast into metal, meant to be cherished forever. Over the years, auction houses have seen rare and immaculate examples of the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar fetch impressive prices. When a gold-plated specimen in mint or proof condition appears, collectors recognize its rarity and bid with passion. Such coins are not easily found, they are preserved pieces of art, each with its own unique story. What truly captivates numismatists is the feeling that this coin is more than an object, it's a link to history. It holds the story of a man who inspired millions, a nation that united in remembrance, and a legacy that continues to shine. Every detail of the coin, from the glint in Kennedy's eye to the eagle's commanding wings, reminds us of the enduring ideals that define the United States. Liberty, justice, and courage are not just words engraved in metal, they are values that continue to guide generations. The gold-plated 1981 Kennedy half-dollar captures all of this in one magnificent design. Its beauty is timeless, its meaning everlasting, and its value, both sentimental and monetary, continues to grow year after year. Imagine holding it in your palm, the cool weight, the soft shimmer, the history whispering through the gold. It's like holding a piece of the American spirit itself, a treasure that reflects both heart and heritage. So, the next time you see a gold $1 Kennedy half-dollar from 1981, take a moment to appreciate the story behind it. It's not just a coin, it's a legacy cast in gold, a piece of history that carries the light of leadership and the soul of a nation. Collectors and admirers around the world agree, this remarkable coin is one of the shining symbols of American pride, history, and artistry. Its beauty and rarity make it a masterpiece among modern U.S. coinage. The value of such a rare and pristine specimen can reach an extraordinary amount of $195,000 in words. This coin, glowing with elegance and memory, stands as a golden tribute to President John F. Kennedy and the enduring dream of freedom that defines the United States of America. And that is what makes the 1981 Kennedy half-dollar a true legend in the world of numismatics, a treasure to be admired for generations to come. Top 4. The story of the Kennedy half-dollar is one of beauty, remembrance, and national pride. Since its introduction in 1964, it has represented the enduring legacy of President John F. Kennedy, a leader whose vision and charisma left an everlasting mark on American history. Among the many versions produced through the decades, the United States of America Gold $1 Kennedy half $1,988 stands out as a shining emblem of elegance and rarity, treasured by collectors for its striking design and golden brilliance. When you hold this magnificent coin in your hand, the first thing that captures your attention is its radiance. The warm gold tone gleams like a beacon of history, symbolizing not just wealth, but remembrance. Though the U.S. Mint did not officially strike the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar in gold, certain private refiners transformed selected pieces with a gold-plated finish, creating a dazzling collectible that instantly became a favorite among numismatists and admirers alike. The obverse of the coin features the familiar yet timeless portrait of President John F. Kennedy, sculpted by the renowned artist Gilroy Roberts. His image, detailed and lifelike, reflects both determination and hope, a face that still inspires generations. The gold plating enhances the portrait's depth, giving it a lifelike glow, as if the president himself were cast in sunlight. Across the top edge, the word, Liberty, stands boldly, a word that defines the spirit of America. Below Kennedy's chin, the phrase, In God We Trust, rests gracefully, embodying the faith and values upon which the nation was built. The date, 1988, marks the coin's place in history, a year when the world was changing and America was moving confidently into a new era of progress and strength. Flipping the coin reveals an equally magnificent reverse design by Frank Gasparo. It displays the presidential seal, with the mighty American bald eagle spreading its wings in commanding fashion. In one talon, it clutches arrows symbolizing readiness to defend freedom. In the other, it holds an olive branch, a universal sign of peace. Surrounding the eagle are 50 stars representing the unity of the states, forming a circle of strength and perseverance. Each element on the coin's reverse shines under the golden finish. The feathers, stars, and inscriptions appear vivid, as if alive with energy. Around the rim, the words, United States of America, and $50 are struck in perfect harmony, reminding collectors that this is not merely a coin, it's a timeless symbol of a nation's identity. The 1988 Kennedy $50 was minted in Philadelphia and Denver, with additional proof editions produced in San Francisco. These proof coins were crafted with polished dies and mirror-like backgrounds that made every detail sparkle. When these already stunning proof coins were enhanced with gold plating, they achieved a level of beauty that few coins could ever match. The early and late 1980s were years when the Kennedy $50 continued to serve as both a circulating coin and a collector's item. Though fewer people used them in everyday transactions, collectors and patriots kept them as reminders of the ideals Kennedy championed: courage, equality, and hope. The gold-plated 1988 versions became particularly cherished, symbolizing respect and admiration for a president whose legacy never faded. What makes this coin so captivating is how it merges artistry with history. The gleaming gold coating transforms a simple $50 into a miniature masterpiece, one that speaks of both national pride and personal reflection. It's not just a collector's item, it's a token of remembrance, capturing the heart of a nation still moved by Kennedy's legacy. The 1988 Kennedy $50 also represents a fascinating period in numismatic history. The U.S. Mint was refining its minting technologies, producing coins with sharper details and improved quality. Collectors of that time were increasingly drawn to unique finishes and limited editions, and the gold-plated Kennedy halves fit perfectly into that growing desire for beauty and exclusivity. Many of these coins were preserved in protective display cases, ensuring their surfaces remained untarnished. Their golden shimmer remained untouched by time, allowing today's collectors to admire them in near-perfect condition, just as they looked when they first emerged decades ago. Beyond its gleaming appearance, the Kennedy $50 carries emotional weight. It is more than metal, it is memory, an enduring link between the ideals of the past and the dreams of the future. Kennedy's face, immortalized in gold, reminds every collector of leadership, hope, and the timeless power of inspiration. Collectors appreciate how each year's edition tells its own story. The 1988 coin came at a time when the world was on the brink of transformation, the Cold War nearing its end, the United States redefining its role in global leadership, and technology changing the pace of life. In that era of evolution, the Kennedy $50 stood as a constant, connecting Americans to the enduring values of liberty and unity. The craftsmanship of this coin is exceptional. Every curve of Kennedy's profile, every feather of the eagle, and every engraved word is struck with meticulous precision. When enhanced in gold, these details glow with warmth and intensity, turning the coin into something almost ethereal, a shining monument you can hold in your palm. Collectors often describe the 1988 gold-plated Kennedy $50 as a conversation piece. Whether displayed in a coin cabinet, passed down through a family, or admired under a collector's light, it never fails to inspire curiosity and admiration. It's a coin that captures the essence of American pride in both form and feeling. The legacy of the Kennedy $50 stretches far beyond numismatics. It represents remembrance, progress, and patriotism. Even decades after its release, it continues to be cherished by those who understand its deeper significance, a coin that's not just valuable in dollars, but priceless in meaning. The 1988 edition holds a special charm because it's both modern and nostalgic. It reflects a nation confident in its identity yet always mindful of its roots. The golden finish further elevates that symbolism, turning a simple piece of currency into a work of art that transcends time. As with many collectible coins, rarity and condition play vital roles in determining value. The most pristine examples of the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar, especially the gold-plated proofs, can command extraordinary prices at auctions and among private collectors. Their mirror-like shine and flawless detail make them treasures worth preserving for generations. Even beyond its market worth, the emotional value of this coin is immeasurable. It represents not just a man, but a movement, a generation's dream of peace, progress, and unity. Each time you look at it, you're reminded of Kennedy's powerful message. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. The golden surface of this coin seems to capture that very spirit. It reflects light the same way Kennedy's vision reflected hope across the nation. The 1988 gold-plated Kennedy half-dollar is not merely admired, it's felt. Its allure continues to attract collectors from every corner of the world. From its flawless engraving to its emotional depth, this coin embodies everything that makes numismatics so enchanting. It's where history meets artistry, and where meaning meets beauty. Even today, more than 3 decades later, the 1988 Kennedy half-dollar continues to shine in collections as a masterpiece of American minting. It remains a proud reminder of the ideals that have shaped the United States: liberty, strength, and unity under one flag. So, the next time you come across a gold $1 Kennedy half-dollar from 1988, take a closer look. You may be holding far more than a coin. You may be holding a piece of American history, a symbol of leadership and vision that still glows with life. Its enduring appeal, gleaming presence, and historical significance make it one of the most desirable collectibles of the modern era. Few coins blend art, emotion, and legacy as gracefully as this one does. And for those lucky enough to possess one in pristine condition, the value of such a rare and stunning example can reach an impressive total of $160,000 in words. This brilliant coin is not just a relic, it's a reflection of American pride, cast in gold, and polished by time. A timeless treasure that keeps the memory of John F. Kennedy shining bright in the hearts of collectors and patriots around the world. Top 5. The Kennedy half-dollar has always carried more than just the face of a president, it carries the spirit of a nation. Among its many releases, the United States of America Gold $1 Kennedy half $1,992 stands as a stunning collectible that radiates elegance, symbolism, and timeless value. This extraordinary coin has drawn the admiration of collectors for its artistic design, historical importance, and the touch of golden brilliance that transforms it into something truly unforgettable. When you first hold the 1992 Kennedy half-dollar in your hand, you can immediately sense that it's more than just a piece of metal. Its golden surface gleams with warmth and character, reflecting light as if it were holding a piece of history within. Though the U.S. Mint never officially struck the 1992 Kennedy half-dollar in gold, private refiners later added gold plating to certain coins, creating an exquisite collectible that combines both beauty and tribute. The obverse of this remarkable coin features the familiar and dignified profile of John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States. Sculpted by Gilra Roberts, this portrait captures Kennedy's determined gaze and youthful charm, a look that still inspires admiration decades later. The golden finish enhances every contour, turning his face into a gleaming symbol of hope, courage, and American pride. Across the top, the word liberty proudly stretches, representing the very foundation of the United States. Just below, the national motto, "In God We Trust," rests near Kennedy's neck, serving as a constant reminder of faith and unity. The date, 1992, marks this coin's place in the Kennedy series, connecting it to an era when America stood strong, innovative, and optimistic. Turning the coin over reveals the majestic reverse design created by Frank Gasparo. The powerful image of the presidential seal takes center stage, an eagle with wings spread wide, clutching an olive branch of peace and arrows of defense. 50 stars circle around it, symbolizing the unity of the states under one proud banner. This detailed and balanced artwork makes the Kennedy half-dollar one of the most visually striking coins ever minted. The golden shine of the 1992 version gives this reverse side an even deeper sense of power. Every feather, every star, and every letter seems alive with purpose. The inscriptions, United States of America, and $50, framed the design with regal perfection, reminding us that this coin represents both the strength and grace of the nation. In 1992, the Kennedy $50 was minted in Philadelphia and Denver for circulation, while proof coins were made in San Francisco. The San Francisco proofs are particularly special, as they were struck with high-quality dies and mirror-polished fields, producing coins of incredible sharpness and contrast. When these proof coins were later plated in gold, their brilliance became almost jewel-like, transforming them into stunning works of numismatic art. The early 1990s were a time of global change and progress, and the Kennedy $50 continued to symbolize the nation's ideals of freedom and leadership. Though everyday use of the coin had declined by then, collectors and patriots continued to cherish it as a tribute to Kennedy's enduring vision for America. The gold-plated 1992 edition soon became a sought-after collectible, admired for its radiant beauty and symbolic strength. Its reflective glow, enhanced by years of careful preservation, makes it a centerpiece of any coin collection. To hold one is to feel a connection not only to a president but to the history and heart of a country. Collectors often describe the Kennedy $50 as a coin that speaks without words. Its design embodies honor, unity, and courage, the same values that defined Kennedy's presidency. The 1992 edition carries those themes with elegance, reminding us that history lives on in every strike, every shine, and every detail. The craftsmanship of the coin is extraordinary. The lines are crisp, the relief is balanced, and the overall design exudes perfection. When coated in gold, these features gain new depth and texture, creating a coin that looks almost sculptural. It's easy to see why so many collectors consider this edition one of the most visually appealing in the series. Beyond its visual allure, the coin carries emotional significance. For many Americans, Kennedy's image represents hope for a better future, a future built on courage, innovation, and compassion. The gold $1 Kennedy $1992 serves as both a commemoration and a reflection of that spirit. Each year of the Kennedy series tells its own story, and the 1992 coin captures a period of renewal and strength for the nation. It stands as a bridge between past and present, linking the timeless ideals of Kennedy's era with the evolving ambitions of modern America. The golden glow of this coin adds an element of prestige. It transforms what was once simple currency into a treasure of art and history. Whether displayed in a collector's showcase or held gently in the palm, it radiates a sense of pride and legacy. In the collector's market, the condition of the coin greatly affects its value. Well-preserved examples, especially gold-plated proofs with flawless surfaces and deep reflective finishes, are considered exceptional finds. Their limited availability and beauty make them highly desirable to both serious numismatists and casual enthusiasts. The 1992 Kennedy $50 also reminds us how coins can serve as storytellers. Each mint mark, each detail carries a narrative of craftsmanship, patriotism, and purpose. In gold-plated form, that story shines brighter than ever, connecting the art of minting with the art of remembrance. Collectors often view this coin as a golden tribute, a reminder of leadership that inspired millions and continues to inspire today. Its design, timeless and elegant, captures a feeling that no other coin quite achieves, a mix of nostalgia and national pride. Even decades after its release, the 1992 gold Kennedy $50 still holds a commanding presence. It's admired not only in the United States but also around the world as a representation of American artistry and vision. Few coins evoke such emotion and admiration. Every curve and reflection tells a story of progress and hope. The light dancing across its golden surface feels symbolic of Kennedy's enduring message: to look forward, to dream boldly, and to believe in what's possible. This coin keeps that message alive, shimmering with meaning through time. Collectors cherish how the Kennedy series blends art and patriotism so seamlessly. It's more than metal, it's a reminder of ideals worth holding on to. And among these, The 1992 edition gleams brightest for its combination of modern precision and timeless grace. In the world of coin collecting, few pieces strike such a perfect balance between history, design, and emotional connection. The 1992 gold-plated Kennedy $50 achieves that harmony beautifully, making it an object of fascination for all who appreciate the deeper stories behind every coin. The artistry of Gilroy Roberts and Frank Gasparo lives on through this masterpiece. Their combined work immortalized Kennedy's legacy, capturing a nation's admiration in enduring form. And in its golden hue, their creation becomes something almost poetic, a fusion of history, honor, and brilliance. Owning this coin is like holding a piece of the American dream. It's a tangible reminder of how leadership, vision, and integrity can live on long after their time. Every glimmer of gold reflects that message, reminding us that true greatness never fades. Today, this coin stands as a symbol of excellence in American numismatics. It represents both the artistry of minting and the emotional depth that coins can carry when they tell a nation's story. Its charm lies not just in its material, but in the meaning it holds. So, the next time you come across a gold $1 Kennedy $50 from 1992, don't overlook it. Take a moment to admire its craftsmanship, its glow, and the history embedded within it. It's not just a collectible, it's a legacy. This coin is a testament to enduring American values, freedom, unity, and the belief that the future is always worth striving for. Its brilliance reminds us that beauty and history can live together in perfect harmony, and for those fortunate enough to own a rare, perfectly preserved example, the value of this extraordinary treasure can reach an impressive total of $140,000 in words. This gleaming masterpiece stands as a golden tribute to President John F. Kennedy and to the unbreakable spirit of the United States of America. A timeless coin that continues to shine, generation after generation.